Have you ever had a big expense coming up? Maybe a wedding, a trip, a car repair, or even Christmas, and thought, wow, I wasn't prepared for this? It happens all the time. We act surprised when these expenses show up, even though they were always going to happen. But here's the truth. Financial peace doesn't come from reacting. It comes from planning ahead. So today we're going to talk about how to stop being blindsided by those big expenses, why budgeting alone won't solve this problem, and the simple method I teach my clients to plan ahead without stress. Welcome to the Fun Money Habit podcast. Hi, I'm Reina, your biblical money mindset coach, aka the Fun Money Coach. I help you transform your relationship with money with biblical principles so you can reach your financial goal faster while keeping your heart and your mind on Jesus. So let's dive in. First, big expenses are not emergencies. Most people get stressed over money, not because they don't have money or don't have enough, but because they weren't prepared for what was coming. Here's what I mean by that. You know Christmas is in December. So why does it feel like a surprise every year, right? You know your friend's wedding is in June, but suddenly flights and gifts feels overwhelming. You know car maintenance is inevitable. But when the bills come, it feels like an emergency. These things aren't surprises. They are predictable, and yet most people don't plan ahead. So when the moment arrives, they feel financially unprepared. Is it you too? That is why financial peace starts with preparation, not just tracking expenses. Budgeting alone won't fix this. You might think, okay, I just need to budget better. But here's why budgeting doesn't solve the issue. Most budgets only focus on monthly expenses, like rent, groceries, and bills. But what about the big irregular costs that don't happen every month, right? Budgets help you manage, but they don't help you plan ahead. If you only look at 1 month at a time, you will keep getting caught off guard by future expenses. This is why I teach my one-on-one clients the 1-year calendar method so they can see their big expenses before they happen and start preparing now. The key is planning ahead. One of the most powerful things I teach my clients is that 1-year calendar method, a way to get ahead of big expenses before they happen. You know, most people only think 1 month at a time when it comes to money. And that's why they are always caught off guard, you know. But when you start thinking 12 months ahead, everything changes. Imagine what it will feel like having money already set aside for things you know are coming. Never feeling guilty about spending on birthday or trips or giving to the church. Stop feeling like your finances are out of control because you're always prepared. This is what financial peace looks like. And this is exactly what I help my clients with. So for you today, instead of looking at your finance 1 month at a time, I want you to start thinking 12 months ahead. Start writing down all of the big expenses you already know are coming, right? Like travel, weddings, your taxes, Christmas, and start spreading the cost over time. So you don't have to be like, whoa, I need to pay $1,000 for this wedding or this tax or whatever it is. You need to start now, even if it's small. It doesn't need to be perfect. The goal is to stop being reactive and start being proactive. When you plan ahead like this, you are not just budgeting. You are stewarding your money wisely and creating financial peace. But now the thing is, don't let fear keep you from taking action. You are often coming and work with me because maybe you are avoiding looking at your finance because you're afraid of what you will see. Maybe you feel like it's too late to make a difference this year. Maybe you've been telling yourself, I will figure it out later. But what if you took one small step today? What if you decide, I'm not going to wait until December to feel stressed. I'm going to prepare now so I can walk into the new year with confidence. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And if you realize that your mindset is what's really keeping you stuck, I have a resources for you. Please go to fundmoneyhabits.com to start shifting your money mindset and steward your finance with confidence. There you can have access to a free workshop on how to reset your mindset and learn more about my self-paced course and my one-on-one coaching. Again, visit fundmoneyhabits.com. Now, the other thing is more money won't fix the problem. Planning will. I work with women who make 10K a month, yet they still feel like they are living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because earning more money doesn't automatically mean you will have financial peace. If you don't have a plan, you will keep feeling like your money is disappearing, no matter how much you make. So as you can see, it's not about how much you earn. It's about how well you prepare and steward it. And that's exactly what I help my clients do. So if you want to know also how to shift your money mindset, start planning ahead while having fun stewarding it, as I say, go to fundmoneyhabits.com and start your transformation today. Financial peace doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you plan ahead, trust God, and stop avoiding what He's calling you to steward. Okay? So, I want you to ask yourself those questions. What big expenses are coming up for you this year? Also, how can you start preparing for them now instead of waiting until it's too late? So stop looking at your finance 1 month at a time and start having a 1-year forecast, 1-year calendar. It will totally change the way you are stewarding your finance. So I hope that you find this episode helpful. And if you do, please, it means a lot to me if you leave a review and also share the podcast with someone you know that may find it helpful too. It really helps it grow. So I thank you in advance for that. And if you need help, you know where to find me on fundmoneyhabits.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at Christian Money Mindset. So you take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.